about this? Or
Yes, she gets to watch. She's coming along. It's family
wow,
trip.
spicy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, family
boy.
trip.
I wonder what was the was it snow that happened last time?
Snow that happened, yeah.
Okay.
And they were doing, I think, 3 shows, and we had tickets to the last of the 3 shows.
Oh.
And they rescheduled that one, but not the other 2.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. So that's where I'll be next week.
Okay.
Not here.
Okay.
So
I guess we see where your allegiances lie.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Hello and welcome to episode number 8. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Let's try that again.
Try
one more time. Back it up.
Hands up. Hands up.
Hello and welcome to episode number 906.
There it is.
Player One podcast for Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. I'm your host, Chris Johnston, and with me as always from Canada, Mr. Greg Seward.
Hello.
How's it going there, sir?
Pretty good. Just catching up on the week's gaming news.
Via the outline.
I found this great source of information, our show outline.
Yeah, there's a couple of things in there that I think you might be interested in. A couple things, maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We'll find out soon enough. But joining me as well from the great state of Washington, Mr. Phil Theobald.
That's me.
How's it going, sir?
Couldn't be better.
Couldn't be better?
Really couldn't be better.
Not at all.
That's a bold statement, sir.
I've reached the pinnacle of existence.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
You're about to turn into energy? Pure energy? Is that
Pure energy.
Don't.
Pure energy.
Information.
Anamanaganda.
We're going to go through the whole CD plus G Sega CD sampler album.
I can't think of, you know what? CJ's not here next week. That's our plan.
Excellent.
We just came up with a show plan.
A listening party for this.
Welcome to
Sega
the weekly
CD.
production meeting.
CD plus G.
I got
I can't think of anything better.
I got a new beverage here today to try.
Oh! What could it be?
So it's we're fast approaching. Well, we are in spring.
Yeah, officially. Yeah,
which of course means we're fast approaching summer. Which means outstanding new Mountain Dew flavors. We have 2 new Baja Blast variants.
Baja Blast.
We have the new. I don't have this one. I don't have this one today because I've already enjoyed this one. But
you imbibed it.
I did. The Baja Point Break Punch.
Tastes like Keanu Reeves.
It tastes like a mixture, perfect balance of Keanu and Swayze.
Yeah.
Oh, salty and sweet.
No, they took they took the taste of the sweat off the ex-president masks.
That's right.
Duplicated it.
They just drained them
perfectly.
Just
squeezed them out.
Yep.
Just wrung them out.
Yep. And that's a delicious. It tastes a little fruit punchy. You wouldn't expect that necessarily.
A little Swayze.
A little Swayze. A little Keanu-y. Keanish. Yeah.
Reevish.
Yeah.
Reevish.
Reevish.
Sure.
So I've tried that one already. The one I have here today, though, that I saved is this
Very
one,
orange.
which looks like this is a sample you give to your doctor when there's something troublesome happening.
I'll tell you, if the sample looks like that, something troublesome is happening.
You didn't find that on the street in New York City, did you?
Somebody needs to drink more water.
I picked this up off the side of the road. The cap is on it, so it's got to be.
So it's safe.
It's got to be safe.
Yeah.
This is Baja Laguna Lemonade, which has a blast of natural and apparently some artificial flavor of the.
That's weird for Mountain Dew.
I know, right?
Standards going down.
Mango lemonade.
Ooh.
So Which I like mango and I like lemonade.
Oh yeah, okay. But do the two make a fine beverage?
Oh, there it is. Let's find out.
Let's
find out together.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
It smells okay. Let's say.
What kind of notes you getting?
Definitely mango.
Wow, that is a grimace right there.
No, you know what? You know what? I like it. I like it.
Right.
I like
Does
mango.
the lemonade hit you on the rebound?
No, you know what? It's definitely more mango
Yeah.
than lemonade. I'm not picking up the lemonade as much as the mango, but I do love me some mango. So let's mango.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't oh goodness. I don't think they have, as far as I know, a zero variant of this.
You're looking at the caloric
yeah, that
nutritional information.
That recent grimace was the 280 calories that this is. So I may not be having a ton of that this summer.
I see.
But it's good.
Okay. Well,
3 cheers for Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yeah.
I love it.
I haven't had I've had regular Mountain Dew recently, but I've not had like a flavored variant Mountain Dew in quite some time. I haven't had
the last time I had. Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't had Code Red in over 20 years, but back then I had all the Code Red.
Yeah,
same.
So. Code Red is great.
Whew.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, it still is. It's Code Red.
I don't know if it still is.
I don't know. I don't know if I could drink it now.
Really? What are you afraid?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. But no, I'm all for mango lemonade here.
Okay. All right.
And that's our show for this week. Thanks for tuning in. What tasty treats!
Tune in next week for the Sega CD plus G sampler disc featuring such wonderful bands as I don't know who's on there.
Information
Greg and
Society.
Information Society.
Want to know what you're thinking?
Little Feet.
What's that?
Little Feet was on there.
Oh, Little Feet. Yeah,
probably.
They had the Jimi Hendrix song on there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Another really popular band whose name I can't remember for some reason. They did the album Rumors.
REM?
Not REM.
Fleetwood Mac.
Christ. Fleetwood Mac. That's it. REM.
Was REM on there? I forget.
Yeah, REM. There was an REM song on there.
Was it really?
Yep.
What was it? That Shiny Shiny People song?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Ben. That track you really need CD plus G to get the full effect. Right.
Rock Paintings.
Yep. Yep. CD plus G. It was a thing.
Information Society.
Mostly used for karaoke.
Oh, Chris Isaac.
Chris Isaac was on there. That's right.
It was Little Feet, Information Society, Jimi Hendrix, Fleetwood Mac, and Chris Isaac.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud that I remembered Little Feet, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're the only one.
Those feet will steer you wrong sometimes. Was definitely one of the lyrics in that song.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's actually
I watched that disc way more than I really should have.
That's the song title. Those feet will steer you wrong sometimes.
There you go. That would be why it was one of the lyrics then. It was the title.
Teenage Warrior. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well,
we'll have more discussion about this next week.
Yeah, we will.
Please look forward to it.
I thought you were just gonna not even show up, just run the CD plus G.
Well, we might.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be legal.
Well, probably not. Twitch will definitely mute the audio.
What does Twitch know
on that?
We'll do it. You know what? We'll each get inflatable hot tubs in our living rooms, and that way it'll be totally fine.
No, you'll have to green screen it onto your hindquarters.
Well, there's a lot of space back there. So I think between Phil and I, we can definitely do a 16:9. We can try it. We can try it. Tune in next week when we won't be in the talk show category.
No. being something totally different. I think actually they don't allow those butt streams anymore.
Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah,
we were going to line ourselves up.
They disallowed them. What?
We're going to line ourselves up and project DS screens.
There you go.
If we position ourselves just right.
Alrighty.
You put your right foot in.
I've loved everything about this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You would.
The Sega CD makes everything better, even my butt.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of making everything better, Microsoft has established an internal team dedicated to game preservation.
Is that right?
And Greg, I see your face.
I think it was an
your skeptical face.
It's dedicated to emulating old games that they can resell, is what it is. It's not dedicated to game preservation.
Yeah, okay, you're right. You're right. The game preservation part is the sort of the buzzword that I think they want to use about this, but it's about keeping games, making them forward compatible and maintaining backwards compatibility so that they can, yes, as you say, resell.
But didn't they already? I thought
future generations.
I thought this team already existed. Maybe it just wasn't a team. But I mean, they've been doing this since the 360.
The backwards compatibility team, they worked up to a point and then they ended that.
Okay, so they're reinstating the backwards compatibility team then.
No. It's about maintaining backwards compatibility for games that are in this current generation, I think. Not 360 games. And
how is that different than what I just said?
Original Xbox games or whatever. Like that was the backwards compcompatibility.
Yeah, it was to get original Xbox games to work on the 360
thing. And now it's about Xbox
One. I didn't think that this new team was going to be making original Xbox games work on the 360. That would be weird.
No,
but I didn't. That's not what I meant when I said the same team.
Okay, well, not exactly the same team. Not the same team.
I mean, it's great.
Different
you know what? The
longer
my games are compatible with newer systems, I'm the happier I am.
That is true.
That's right.
I don't buy Microsoft games anymore, but
of course, you want to go back and play all of those old games back from prior to the HD revolution. And see just how big the button prompts in the tutorials
right? Isn't that like always the way? It's like you go back and play these pre 360 games basically, and
or even
on the 360
games.
And boy, the on-screen overlays and stuff are just real chunky.
Or even the UI,
very low res
in game button prompts and any UI is just like real big.
Yeah. It is kind
but our TVs were smaller back then, so we had to have a big,
and our horizons broader.
Yeah, exactly. So Xbox apparently working on new hardware. Maybe we'll get to see that soon. But these Xbox One games that people will be playing them for years to come, thanks to this team. There you go.
Okay.
Well, Apple has made some changes to their App Store rules, and apparently part of this means that emulators are finally going to be allowed on the App Store. They were previously banned for quite a long time, but now they are opening it up.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I mean, they say on there that the people who release it are still bound by, the laws pertaining to this. It doesn't mean that somebody's going to release just an emulator on your iPhone that you can download and apply ROMs to or anything.
Right. You'd have to bring your own.
Part of a package. Yeah.
You'd have to bring your own ROMs.
I assume this is to open up things like releasing older games via an emulator, right? Like, is that the idea?
I don't think so. No, no, that is not.
I don't understand the iPhone.
The idea here. Yeah.
What's the idea?
The idea is that now you can play your NES and Super NES games on the iPhone if you want.
If
somebody makes
in
an
that
emulator.
case, would Nintendo have to release the emulator?
No. Anybody can. It's legal to make an emulator. A piece of software.
So everything I just said was wrong. Ignore it. CJ's just going to cut that out.
No, I'm not. Wait, you think I edit this show?
No, I'm not.
It is a big ask.
No.
So yeah. Although I'd rather play games on my Switch and or Steam Deck or other way. I don't really want to play.
What would be great?
I don't want to play NES games with an NES pad overlaid on
an emulator that would play old iPhone games.
That would be good.
I would love to play like the original Angry Birds or the original Robot Unicorn Attack.
That ain't gonna happen.
I know it's not, and that's a shame.
Ain't gonna happen. Even if you had an emulator to do that, you'd have to like crack the signing.
That's what I'm saying.
Because these apps were all
That's
signed.
what I'm saying. Let's do that. Let's make that a thing.
Oh, I agree.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
I'd even pay for those things at the old prices one time.
99 cents.
Just saying.
Yeah. Only once.
Mm-hmm.
No ads, please. Do you hear about this? Atari is bringing back their Sprint racing series with a new title this summer called Neo Sprint. Coming to PC consoles. I figured, Greg, you would be very excited about this news.
Listen, I love some Sprint. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't know. This might be good. It kind of looks like somebody tried to recreate a modern version of Sprint on Unity or something.
It does look like that.
Which, I mean, it just has that look.
Yeah.
So, but it could be fun. The thing is, like, the key thing with Sprint, and I mean, I played lots of Sprint on various consoles. I mean, I played it on the 2600.
You need that wheel.
You need the wheel. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Like there's 90% of that game is spinning that wheel like crazy.
Standing at the machine that has the 3 wheels on it. Because and that was, to me, that was one of the key things. And you're right. It wasn't just that you had a steering wheel, is that you would spin the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Because those things had no they didn't stop. They had no stop on either way. They would just spin infinitely.
Yeah.
And that was everything about that game. Everything. So, this is cool. I'm glad they're doing it, but I mean, it's again, it could be fun. I would much rather see them do a remake of Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Off-Road, which was the same game, just using trucks and dirt tracks and stuff. But
okay,
and it wasn't Atari. Well, maybe it was. It was Leland Corporation.
Oh, was it?
Yep. But yeah, if hey, give me put it in an arcade cabinet with 3 endlessly spinning steering wheels, with very little friction on them, and I'm there day one.
I see. Yeah, I was never really a fan of the Sprint series, gotta say.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they were okay.
They were. I mean, I was never like super into them, but they were fun.
They were fun to drop a quarter into.
Yeah, they were a fun time.
They were
especially
fun.
if you had 2 other friends who were going to race with you. I think it was only 2.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a 3-player game.
I think it was only 3.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Well, staying on the nostalgia tip here for a second. You remember PO'd?
I remember the box for PO'd. I owned a 3DO. I don't believe I ever played PO'd.
I see. Well, it was out. It came out for 3DO and for PlayStation 1.
That's right.
Back in the day.
But there were better games by the time it came out on PlayStation 1. So,
well, that's true.
There were better games.
There were better games when it came out on the 3DO.
Yeah.
It is getting a remaster from Night Dive Studios. They are remastering PO'd. Night Dive, of course, now owned by Atari.
So it'll be as good as it could possibly be. It'll be better than Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
It'll have more gameplay. Potentially.
Yeah.
So they announced this on April 1st which is of course the day that you want to announce a game like this. But it is going to be a real thing. It is listed on Steam and GOG, and you can wishlist it, and they are really doing it.
They already re-released Power Slave, right?
I believe so. Yes.
I believe they have.
I've got to buy that. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting that that's a thing. But I mean,
that was
Power
a good
Slave
game.
was really good.
Yeah.
So
Power Slave is good. I've never played PO'd.
No, nobody did.
But I do remember.
No, I'm serious. It was one of those
game fan really liked it.
Well, whatever. It was one of those filler 3DO games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure there was something interesting about it. I'm sure it was decent for what it was, but I mean, it was very much like, God, we need Doom clones on this system stat.
Yeah.
Let's get this out the door. You know, that's always what it came off as for me. It was, what was the other game on the 3DO? It played like a first person shooter, but it was actually third person, and it was just some dude that they
Virtuosity?
Virtuosity, that's the one. It looked like some heavy metal roadie.
Yes. How
that one stands out more than PO.
How stupid is it, by the way, that I was able to pluck Virtuosity out of the air?
I would have been disappointed if you didn't.
That's good. Well, you were a 3DO fan back in the day.
I mean, who wasn't?
Talking about Phil or me?
Well, Phil.
I owned one.
I owned one too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? No, Virtuoso. Is the name of the game.
Virtuoso.
Virtuosity is a movie.
Okay. Nobody cares. I mean, it was close enough.
It's a Denzel Washington movie from when Russell Crowe.
The game Virtuoso? Really?
From the mid-90s. When a virtual reality simulation created using the personalities of multiple serial killers manages to escape into the real world, an ex-cop is tasked with stopping its reign of terror. Virtuosity.
Man. Yeah. So when do you think we're going to get a whole lot of horror movies that play on the AI revolution?
When AI is good enough to make them.
Okay.
I mean, 1995, right here.
Right,
Virtuosity.
Well, but we need more. We need more of that.
Do we?
1995, it was more like fear of technology in general. There wasn't so much. And I feel like it
was fear of the internet.
Fear of the internet, also, yeah. We could really have like a box office revolution if we just have to have AI write it. Yeah, you're exactly right. Anyway.
Yeah.
I want to point this out because a good game is coming to the PlayStation Plus game catalog this month. Dave the Diver launches on PlayStation this month, April 16th, and it's launching
Dave the Diver, can we fix it?
It's launching into
Dave
PlayStation
the Diver,
Plus.
You've been lost too long in the midnight sea.
This is the one that is going to have that Godzilla DLC.
That's right.
In May. And it is it's an action game. It's a sushi restaurant simulation. It's got farming things. It's got it is all games, really.
It is all things to all people.
It's a fun game, got a great soundtrack, great graphical style. And hey, it's coming to PlayStation Plus game catalog, which is great.
I am of course interested.
Tales of Kenzera Zhao also releases day one onto PS Plus game catalog. That's on April 23rd, though. And that's like a Metroidvania. Looks really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, more games coming out day one on the PS Plus game catalog.
I haven't played Dave the Diver, despite hearing
it's a good game.
So much.
I'm not going to try to overhype it.
It's too late. You've already built it up.
Damn it.
Way too high.
It's a good game.
But of course, I'm interested because of this Godzilla DLC. So.
Yeah. You should also play Dredge if you've not.
Is Godzilla in that?
No.
And why are you wasting my time?
There is a demo of Dredge now on the PlayStation Store. So
really,
I think it's on the Switch.
How many water games do I need right now?
As many as you can handle.
Is that what it is? Is it just you like water games.
What?
You know,
Like,
I don't
we all
blame
thought
him.
it was
A great
pirate.
setting for a video game.
We all thought it was pirate games with you, but now you're all like,
Maybe it's
try
just
Dave the Diver.
Well, I have been on a bit of a bender with Bimini Run.
Oh, well, there it is.
Wow.
So
that's a deep cut right there.
Yep.
For those who don't know, Bimini Run was a Genesis game.
It was.
Yeah.
That nobody played.
Nobody played.
The only people who played that were the people who bought PO'd.
You have a world record in Hydro Thunder. You just like water games.
There you go. You like water games.
I guess that's right.
Yeah.
DJ loves water sports.
I mean, we all knew that. We worked with him.
He was a swimmer.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Wave Race Blue
First
Storm,
man I
one of
met
my
with a
favorite
shaved back.
GameCube games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
Okay.
So maybe that's it.
Yep.
We've made a breakthrough here today on the show. Yeah. Thank you. All right. A new report from Newzoo says that
I believe it's called the New Zoo Review.
apparently
it's coming right at you.
60% of gaming time in 2023 went to games that were 6 years old or older.
Yeah, which again felt like a bit of a misleading headline when you go in and realize they're talking about live service games.
They're talking about live service games, exactly.
Ah.
Because Fortnite is now what, 6 years old, and Sea of Thieves, very popular. Yeah, Overwatch as well. Like all of these sort of larger live service games are a Final Fantasy 14. I think it's that way too.
So the news isn't like people are playing
retro games.
It's that people are playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yep.
This just in. People like Fortnite.
Are really enjoying the heck out of Fortnite.
Yeah.
And Minecraft and Roblox.
Yeah.
And GTA Online.
Popular games continue to be popular.
Imagine that.
More on this exciting story later.
Newer live service games.
Democracy just doesn't work.
Newer live service games not getting that same kind of audience. So
Helldivers 2.
Helldivers 2. That's not a free to play game though. That is
still live service.
Yeah, you're right. It is a live service game, and that game is great. When are you gonna play that, Greg?
I don't know.
Okay,
when it gets cheaper.
Good talk. Good talk. It's already cheap.
Wow,
like $39.
$39 is not cheap.
I guess you're right. It's not.
Mr. Moneybags over here,
right?
Yeah. Have you tried not being poor, Greg?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. That's the gaming news.
And I am out of here.
Let's talk about
speaking of 3DO games.
Oh, the copy plumbers don't wear ties. Oh, never mind. They haven't shipped yet.
Wow. Phil,
what?
You want to tell us about what you've been playing?
Oh, are we doing that now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
About
mostly I've been playing more Yakuza Like a Dragon. I am currently in chapter 14, I believe.
Of 15.
Yeah, I'm reaching the
right there
end. I'm in the penultimate chapter at the moment.
That's right.
So even better than Ultimate?
Even better. It's like one higher. It's nice. The infamous penultimate chapter.
Yes.
The
quintessential penultimate chapter.
Had I finished the that difficult boss fight last week, or was I still prepping for it? I don't recall. Yeah,
I wasn't paying attention to this discussion last week.
Oh, I know you weren't.
I don't remember.
Greg had like a 20-minute nap in the middle of last week's show.
I'll tell you what, I was troubleshooting my computer issues last week. I
there you go.
Freed up so much memory.
Oh,
while
good.
You guys were talking about Yakuza last week.
Good.
It was great.
Good. It was a public service that we were doing then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a public service, but
Yeah.
it was a service to me.
Craig's a regular geek squad over here.
Right.
My point is, I finished that boss fight, and
that was like a real hump, right? Isn't that supposed to be the spot where everyone's like,
yes,
difficulty spike?
That is the very noticeable kind of line in the sand,
right?
Where is that again in the game?
What chapter? Is chapter 12.
Okay.
Which because you've been continuing to play, I know, CJ.
Yes, I have, Phil.
What chapter are you on right now?
I am on chapter 11.
Oh my god, boy!
Man, CJ's tearing through this thing.
Where do you find the time? Your poor neglected family.
Good question.
My goodness.
I have been playing a lot of it on the Logitech G Cloud. Remote play style. So I've been with the family.
Okay.
Hanging out.
Just not paying attention to them. I get it.
Yeah, and doing some Yakuza.
Yeah. Okay. So you're coming 11. Right up to it. What level is your team at the moment?
Mid-30s.
Good luck.
They are mid-30s right now. So I might do some grinding.
You're going to want to do some grinding.
I did the Yokohama underground thing all the way up to the boss of that. Which was fun.
Did you defeat the boss of the underground?
I defeated the boss of the underground.
Okay, good. I did.
And I don't remember what that got me exactly. It was something good.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. But I've done a bunch of things in the game.
Okay.
First of all, last week when we talked, we were talking about taxis and how I was never taking the taxis. I was just wandering around.
Right.
And
which is good at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, which is good. And I was only at like chapter 5 or 6.
Right.
Last week. And you mentioned that I should at least like talk to the taxis to unlock them.
Right.
Which I started doing, which I'm grateful that I did now because I'm using taxis quite a lot.
Yes.
To navigate the map, especially now that I have to go all over the map.
Yes.
To different places. But I also did the business management simulator.
I saw you finished it.
I finished it. I cleared it. Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. I watched a YouTube video to tell me what the best strategy was. And I did it, cleared it. And now I can just play that management simulator to grind money if I want.
Yes, you can.
$3 million.
Yes, you will.
Yen.
Yes.
With each after each board meeting.
Craig is currently defragging his hard drive.
Yep.
Yeah. But and then I did more side stories. I opened up some more things there, and I haven't been doing too many of the mini games. Let me tell you, the can collecting game.
Yes.
Have you
the precious antique cans?
Much of that?
Yeah.
You done much of the?
I finished. There are 3 different difficulty levels.
Yeah.
And I have S ranked the difficulty levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't done any. I did the one tutorial.
Okay.
Thing, and then
I mean, at this point in the game, the benefits of doing that are less.
Yeah.
But there were a few items. That you can purchase with the special funds you get through that mini game.
Well, there's one item in particular, the scorpion. You can purchase in the can store.
Yes,
apparently, and I don't have any scorpions, and I need them to upgrade one of my weapons.
Well, you can run around the park and try and
get them
farm
that
insects that way, or you can just do the can mini game is not terribly difficult.
Okay,
once you get the hang of it. So,
well, we'll see. And then I unlocked the go-kart thing.
Yes,
recently. And of course, there's shogi. I have not done any shogi.
Yeah, I you know what? I haven't done the shogi or the mahjong anything that requires me to learn how to play an actual
game.
Yeah. Like I'll do the little can collecting, driving your bike around town. I'll do the go-karts.
Yeah.
But once it's like sit down and learn to play shogi, it's I got no time for that.
How about no?
No.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying the hell out of it still.
Yep. It's great.
It's a great video game. Yeah.
There's a
I love the battle system. I've unlocked some more characters to use.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking with the main 4.
Yes.
Right now.
Yeah. Do you have any other members that can join your crew now?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Who do you have? Spoiler
I think
alert.
I have everybody. I have Eri.
Mm-hmm.
I have Zhao.
Okay.
And I have what's his name?
Han.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gomijul.
Yes.
Guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you do have the whole crew.
Yeah.
I was using Eri for a while.
Yeah.
Have you used her at all?
No.
Okay, because she has an attack. Her default job is a clerk.
Yeah.
Where she attacks with like office supplies.
Okay.
And she has one attack where she throws out a handful of thumbtacks.
Uh-huh.
That it's kind of like a shotgun effect, and it's very effective at clearing out crowds of weaker enemies.
Oh, okay.
So there were plenty of fights I would get into where, and she's very fast, so she goes first. So I would just immediately throw out the thumbtacks, and quite often it would just end up killing everyone in one shot.
Nice.
So I could just get on with my life. But
that's good. That's good. No,
but,
I'm not using Eri.
Okay. But yes, I have reverted back to the OG crew.
The OG crew.
Moment. I will say after
the OG crew.
After the big boss fight, there was another kind of dramatic scene with some cool fights, and then again, I don't want to spoil anything, plot stuff, but there's a fantastic scene where again, I don't want to get into too many details. I mean, you probably won't care as much because you're not like super into the Yakuza series.
Yeah.
So, but I just don't want to spoil anything. But
okay.
I will admit, at one point I was playing the game and I legit kind of cheered during one of the cutscenes. I was so excited. I was very, very pleased with it. So you're coming up to it. I'm sure you will have gotten past it by next week.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that kind of it.
Really, really.
I now kind of want to move on to the other two.
Yeah.
I may actually go to the man who erased his name.
Right.
And then move to Infinite Wealth. So,
yeah, and I mean, we talked about this last week too, right? Where the man who erased his name is relatively short.
Yeah, it's half the length of normal Yakuza games. So.
Well, I think what was it like the How Long to Beat site just said like the story mode is like 12 hours or something.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, I've already spent 30+ hours on Like a Dragon. So
yeah, I mean, I'm over 100 hours in.
That's crazy. What can you even do in that game for over 100 hours?
Everything.
I mean, a big chunk of it. Well, not a. I mean, a solid chunk of it was leveling up and grinding.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I've done all the little side quests. I've done all the.
Did you do? Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Did you do the side quest where you have to get the guy some toilet paper?
Yeah, you do that multiple times actually.
Do you?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
I think that's why I need to get a scorpion, I think.
Oh, okay.
Why I need to do that? There's a couple different
Wait,
ones where I like looked up on the internet, okay, what do I need for this? Where do I get toilet paper?
Yeah.
Instead of just wandering around aimlessly looking for toilet paper, where can I find some? And then it was like, well, you have to do the can mini game or whatever. So,
yeah. I mean, I've done all that. I've done the batting cage mini game all the way through. I've done the go-karts just about all the way through.
You said I should do the batting cage thing too, because it gives Ichiban an attack, right?
No, there's an item you can purchase using the points you earn in the batting cage. It gives you an item that ups your experience that you get. So if you are going to be grinding, there are 2 different items in the game that you can equip as little accessories that up your EXP to the point where you will be earning, if you have both equipped, you will be earning double the experience.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yes.
So I need those.
You should definitely get those, and then when you get to the part with the battle tower, you'll want to play through the battle tower a lot.
Okay.
With those items equipped, because your experience will shoot up very quickly.
Okay.
And you will also be farming materials that are good to upgrade Ichiban's bat.
Okay.
And
should I be using the default bat or the hero's bat or whatever?
Once you upgrade it, yes.
Okay.
I mean, use whatever weapon you have that is currently the strongest, but do focus on upgrading not just Ichiban's bat, but anyone's weapons who you can upgrade.
Yeah.
Because those will be your strongest weapons.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm enjoying the heck out of it still.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. The other thing I've been playing this week is this kind of took me by surprise. The Apple Arcade. You're familiar with the Apple Arcade. You love Apple, CJ.
Yeah.
They put up a new game this past week on Apple Arcade, and by new game, I mean an old game, but a good old game. Super Monsters Ate My Condo.
I've heard of that game,
which I don't know. I figured you'd probably heard of it, Greg. I don't know if CJ has heard of this game at all.
I am very familiar with that game. Yes.
Did you play this game before? Because it's an older game. Did you play this?
You might say I've spent hours playing.
Oh my gosh! So okay, so it's kind of like
many hours.
Kind of like Thieves.
I worked on this game.
Well, I mean, we've all worked on it, trying to beat it, trying to top our high scores, get to the top of our leaderboards.
No, it was an Adult Swim mobile game.
What's that?
Yeah. Don't play coy with me. You know this, Phil.
This is a game CJ worked on back in the day.
Yeah, developed by Pickpock.
Yes.
A fantastic
Pickpock
dev out of New Zealand. Yeah.
Pickpock
still around?
They are still around, yeah.
Nice. Pickpock makes some good games, some very good games.
They do.
And Super Monsters Ate My Condo was originally an iPhone game. And now it's back in Apple Arcade form.
That's right.
And I downloaded it, and I hadn't played this game in years and years, and I really enjoyed it back in the day.
Me too.
And now I get to play it again.
It's awesome.
And it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thankful that Pickpock was able to get the IP back from
Oh, is that the deal? I was curious because I know that they were delisting a lot of old Adult Swim games, so
yes. I mean, Monsters Ate My Condo was taken off the App Store a long time ago.
Yeah.
Right.
And Warner Brothers owned the IP, and Pickpock was able to negotiate it back. So
good for them.
That is good for them.
Yeah.
Glad to see it, and it brought back a lot of good memories.
Yeah.
For me playing this again on the App Store.
Yeah.
On Apple Arcade. I have a signed poster. The dev team made posters.
Oh, really?
Some of the artwork from the game, and I have a signed poster from the devs. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked that up. And
cool. It was free with Apple Arcade.
So well, of course. I mean,
that's downloaded it.
That's the whole shtick with Apple Arcade, right?
That's true.
For those who have not played Super Monsters Ate My Condo,
you should.
You should first of all, and if you have Apple Arcade, it's right there. Download it. It's a little puzzle game.
Yeah,
where there's a skyscraper in the middle of the screen, like I guess a condo.
Yeah,
I guess a high-rise condo building, and the floors are all individually stacked on top of each other, and there are these giant monsters on either side, and they're color-coded, and you swipe using
floors of the condo.
To feed the proper colored condo floors to the same colored monster.
Yeah,
and there are bonuses and stuff that you can get by stacking like floors together.
Yep.
And of course, it's all kind of physics based as well, so you have to be a bit careful, or else your condo will topple over.
Yep.
And
each of the monsters has different power ups
that is true
used as well. So if you have matched colored condos to the point where you have like these bronze and silver power up condo floors, you can swipe them over to the monster and they will activate whatever power up they have.
Yep.
So some actually straighten up the stack of
which is
floors,
very useful,
which is exceedingly useful. So it's good. Some of them are point multipliers, or a lot of really good stuff. It's a great game, really fun to play, really tactile with the touch controls, and it's fun.
Yeah. It's a good game.
It is.
It was good then. It
and
remains good today.
Yeah.
So I was
years later.
I was very pleased to see that come back.
Me too.
Yeah. The only other thing I did this week, video game related, was I went to IHOP. The International. Have you heard of this place? It's the International House of Pancakes.
We have them here now.
Well, you have to. It's right there in the name.
Yeah.
It's the union of our nations through the world's shared love of pancakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the reason I went to the International House of Pancakes, they do require a passport when you go. That's the thing.
Okay.
But they have a Sonic the Hedgehog themed menu right now. So I went to try out the Sonic menu, which I mean, if I'm being honest, it's not a terribly exciting menu. It's just like, here's some of our regular food, but we're calling it, this is a Tails meal kind of thing. I got the Sonic Sonic's Blue Blur Special, which is a stack of 4 blueberry pancakes.
Ooh.
Which, blueberry pancakes.
I mean, they're good. Yeah.
I mean, they're blueberry pancakes. They're delicious.
Yeah.
They do advertise that they feature double the blueberries for double the speed.
I don't know if you eat enough of them. I think that might affect.
I mean, I ended up having to go fast, if you follow me. They also have what is it? Tails' 2x2x2, which is 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, and 2 slices of bacon.
Okay.
Because Tails has 2 tails.
Yep.
You got Knuckles chicken sandwich.
Okay.
You got Shadow's Chaos chocolate pancakes. They're just like chocolate chip pancakes. Because they're dark and brooding, like Shadow himself.
I see.
You have Amy's Sweet Strawberry Delight, which is a waffle covered in ice cream and strawberries. And then you have Dr. Eggman's Benedict, which is an eggs Benedict. But
did you get that one?
I didn't. No, I told you. I just got the Sonic pancakes.
Just got the Sonic one. Okay.
How much are you expecting me to eat at IHOP?
I don't know. A lot.
No, not that much. Oh. My goodness. But not only do you get these delightful themed food, you can also order any of those dishes, quote unquote, Sonic style, which means that they give them to you with a side of onion rings.
Oh.
Because, rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, then you're eating pancakes and onion rings.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's an odd combination. Like, it makes sense with the Knuckles chicken sandwich. Maybe not as much with an ice cream covered waffle.
Yeah.
But so I did not have the onion rings with my pancakes, but
okay.
What you do get is if you have the IHOP application for your cell phone telephone, which they have, you can download an app, they call them.
Yeah.
And you make an account, and then when you eat at IHOP, you can scan your receipt into your phone, and you earn little coins within the app, which you can then redeem for rewards. And the rewards are like,
Now this is the real reason why you ate at IHOP.
Oh, it's absolutely
rewards.
Yes.
What are these rewards?
Well, normally it's stuff like, you can get like a free cup of coffee or a free short stack of pancakes, that kind of thing.
Boring.
Exactly. But during the Sega cross promotion,
I love your dedication to video game related food stuff. It's like somebody has a collector cup or video game themed food. You are going to be there eating it and using the application.
Oh, I will go out of my way for whatever stupid nonsense they are doing. The more elaborate and boneheaded, the better.
Yeah.
I will have you know, by the way, I was digging through some boxes in my garage the other day, and I found some old Halo Slurpee cups. Slurpee cups for Halo 2 and Halo 3.
Which I recently like Halo.
I know. But you know what I do like? The Slurpees. I do like Slurpees. I sold.
What the hell are we talking about?
Welcome back to the show, Greg.
Yeah,
I've been listening. I just don't
even know. Just finish updating your. You just added an external CD-ROM drive to your computer.
Jesus Christ! What is this? 1996?
I sold my
Dr.
Halo.
Spezzo on the horn.
I sold my Halo Slurpee cups on the eBay.
Yeah.
Do you know how much I got for those? Like, I think the Halo 2 cups. I think there were 3 Halo 2 cups. Do you know what you know how much I got for those? Like $60.
What?
I know. Right?
What?
Yep. Anyway, with this Sonic cross promotion at IHOP,
we're still talking about this.
The rewards you can get. You're the one who asked, buddy.
Yeah,
you're the one who asked. So you can get. You can get
things that you're never going to use or play.
Well, if you want, if you save up enough, you can exchange your coins for download codes for Sonic the Hedgehog video games for your PlayStation, Switch, or Xbox. Or you can get, and this is what I wanted, you can get an exclusive, only available at IHOP character skin for the semi-recently released Sonic Superstars video game. So you get a little skin of Amy dressed up as an IHOP waitress.
Okay. So how many hours have you spent playing Sonic Superstars with this skin?
0. But Sonic Superstars released at a weird time. It was a bad time for that game because what was it?
Yeah, it was
2 days before Mario.
2 days before Mario.
Yeah, before Mario Wonder, and there was some other game too, right? I forget.
I think Alan Wake was around the same time.
Was
Any
it?
big game that came at the end of last year?
Yeah. So I have not yet played Sonic Superstars, but
you have the.
But I do have the exclusive.
When he does,
you have the content
ready to go. I have all the little Lego skins.
You don't even own it. Is this what I'm hearing? Or do you own it?
I don't own what?
The game.
He owns it.
Yeah, it's right. It's right
you
over
just
there
haven't
on
played
my
it. You haven't played
on
it.
my Switch shelf. But
okay.
But it's ready to go. And that's the only way you can get this exclusive skin.
So marketing, attention marketers.
Yeah.
If you want Phil Theobald to interface with your brand.
Yes.
Offer some exclusives.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, you joke. How much did you pay to buy that Oreo pirate ship on the secondary market?
I didn't pay anything.
Oh, did someone send that to you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't pay for it either. All you had to do was register for an account.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Oreo boat, Sea of Thieves, is great.
See now. Okay.
I was using that Oreo cosmetic for quite a while.
Of course you were. Why wouldn't you?
Well, because it's me and it's Oreos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why. Yeah, I didn't know your brand allegiance to IHOP.
Oh, are you kidding? Me and the IHOP have gone back. I've eaten at IHOP like maybe 3 times in my life. One of them was earlier this week.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
When you ask for a side of a dozen scrambled eggs, that's more. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot, but it's a lot.
I would imagine so.
What?
Why would you do such a thing?
I was hungry.
Jesus.
Why? What?
A dozen eggs is a lot of eggs.
I didn't eat a dozen eggs. My goodness. My goodness.
That's too many eggs.
I know it is.
CJ's right.
Have you ever, by the way, watched the show Review?
No, but I've read the review show.
All right.
No, I don't know what that is.
There's a show called Review. Andy Daly is on it. Very funny actor.
Okay.
You've probably seen in other things. And
Andy Daly?
Andy Daly, yeah. He's
not Andy Dick. Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah, it's that guy. Exactly.
It's that
It's
guy.
Ben Franklin from The Office.
Who?
You remember Ben Franklin?
Wow. Ben Franklin from The Office.
You remember
using one
gag
episode of one part of this one episode.
Yeah, Phyllis's bachelorette party. They bring in.
I don't remember. Don't remember that.
Oh, it's good. Anyway, so he's on the show Review, and there is an episode called "Pancakes, Divorce, Pancakes." And he's reviewing real life experiences.
I remember Andy Daly, of course, as Mayor Brown in the live action Yogi Bear movie.
Okay.
Sure. I don't even know what I'm doing on this show.
Anyway, watch Review and watch the Pancakes episode where somebody viewers send him challenges, then he has to review the life experience of doing that thing. So somebody sends him a challenge that the pancake box, the directions on it say that it makes a dozen pancakes, but I'm single. I can't eat all the pancakes. Why don't you eat the dozen pancakes and tell me what that is like? And so he does. And then somebody else ups the challenge. It's hilarious. Anyway, you got to see it. It's good. Pancakes.
I feel like I don't need to see it anymore.
Yeah.
This is the guy who played Ben Franklin. So
yeah. How can
was this like a late episode from The Office?
No, it's like it's like
when,
season 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
Phyllis got married.
Phyllis's wedding.
Okay. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
That show was good at one point.
The show was very good for like 4 years in the middle.
Yeah. Well,
season 2 was good.
Season 2 to the end of the Michael Scott Paper Company,
which was good. What, 5?
I think
so. I like that show longer than you guys did.
Season 2 to 5 was good,
but especially after Steve Carell leaves, it just
that's when it stops being good.
It completely stops being good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes. That's what I've been playing / eating.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome, CJ.
Yeah.
I choose to take that as a sincere. Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad that you're
very welcome.
That way.
You're very welcome.
All right. Well, I have been playing Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Good. How's that going for you?
I've been playing a lot of it.
Tell me more.
Very good. I played some Helldivers 2 as well. They introduced some new enemies, gunship automatons, and then also like some ATST looking walkers to the game. And then the new battle pass, they release one of these every single month. So the next one comes out on Thursday this upcoming week. So that'll be good. I have not unlocked everything from the previous passes yet. That game has a lot of content, and it's good. It's good. That's a good time video game, as you may know. But yeah, that's basically all I've been playing. Just Yakuza and a little bit of Helldivers, and of course Walkabout Mini Golf.
Yes,
because that game is awesome. Yeah.
Good.
All right, Greg. We're finally to you, sir. Have you been playing Like a Dragon?
I just wanted to point out that I went to IHOP this week too.
Did you really?
Yeah, but
did you get any exclusive character
skins?
Any
of those reasons? No, I don't even think that was a thing. If it was, I didn't see it advertised anywhere. Maybe it's not a Canadian thing. I don't know.
Maybe it's.
But I did go to IHOP because we have them here now, and there was one nearby where my daughter's volleyball tournament was. So we went there after her tournament.
Oh, they had the tournament in
chicken
an
and
IHOP?
waffles. No, I said near where the volleyball tournament was. You're gonna listen.
Near is a video game.
No.
Would they have it in the parking lot?
It's called Nier Automata.
So there were robots playing volleyball?
Possibly.
And it was near the IHOP, but not in it.
Yes.
Okay. I don't understand Canadian sports at all.
Do you understand American sports?
I mean, I could identify a basketball if you showed me one.
CJ's peeing himself. Look at him. He's just like he's laughing like an idiot over nothing.
Having a good time. It's always a treat when we get CJ laughing.
I know.
Yeah.
He breaks. You can see there's just a disconnect in his brain at some point. You just can't stop giggling. I was thinking about you guys this week, and not like in the nasty ways that I normally think about you, but
that's too bad.
Because I've been getting into some of the free streaming apps.
Oh,
because as my bills for everything from Spotify to Netflix to Disney Plus continue to creep up,
Tubi?
And I was watching a movie with one of my kids on Prime a while ago.
Yeah.
And got my first ad break.
Oh.
On a Prime film. So that was fun.
Hmm.
I checked. I'm still paying for it. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I was messing around with like Pluto TV and Tubi. Yes.
Yeah.
And when I was on, I think it was when I was on Tubi that I discovered the Mystery Science Theater 3000 streaming channel.
Yep.
And I was enjoying that. I mentioned that to you guys in the chat that it's what a great thing to have just on in the background while I was sort of puttering around, getting some stuff done around the house. And I watched Invasion USA.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? I forget what the other one was called, but anyway, yeah, Invasion USA was the one that stuck with me.
Nice.
It was ridiculous. But so now that led me down a rabbit hole, and I have downloaded the Gizmoplex app.
Oh.
And
that's quite a rabbit hole.
Yeah. So some good times.
That
the very first one.
Yeah.
That Gizmoplex app is just
not great.
Terrible.
Really?
Not great.
Yeah, it's a mess. Just in terms of functionality.
Yeah.
It's worked okay for me. But anyway. Yeah. But I had mentioned last week I had been playing 2 weeks ago, I should say, I've been playing Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster.
Yeah.
Because I had a chat with a friend of the show, Bill, of A Gamer Looks at 40. He's working on his Final Fantasy series of episodes now. I believe there's a couple out already, and the one that's the first one that's based on Final Fantasy 1 is out now. And I believe there's a second one based on Final Fantasy 1 that's coming out. It's out in early access for his Patreon supporters. But that kind of got me in the mood to continue playing those. And I had gotten, I'd say, probably 2/3 of the way through Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster late last year, and had put it down to play Alan Wake and other things. And so I was like, you know what? I'm really on a roll here, so I'm going to do that rather than move on to like Final Fantasy 5 or 6. I wanted to finish 2 and play 3. So I did go back and I finished Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster this week. And holy crap, I've played that game legitimately before. I was not in the Pixel Remaster. I was absolutely using the 4 times gil and experience. And actually with Final Fantasy II, because of the fact that it's such an oddball game, because you didn't raise your levels in Final Fantasy II, you raised different attributes based on using those abilities. So the way to make your spells more powerful was to use them, and the way to get more hit points was to take a lot of damage, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You didn't just gain experience points and then everything rose. So in the Pixel Remaster, where in the other games they've got like this 4-time money cheat that you can turn on, they've got this 4-time experience points cheat that you can turn on. That really wouldn't work here. So they actually have a setup where I think it's that after you've been in a certain number of battles, your hit points will just automatically rise or something like that. So I was using that, and you can turn the battles off if you want, which I didn't do. But anyway, so by the end of the game, I was super overpowered, which I was fine with. And like I said, I played through that game legitimately, I think on the PSP version. Maybe that's where I played it the first time. But I don't remember this, but I'm assuming that I would have hated that game by the end, because boy, the final dungeon just goes on and on and on. It just doesn't stop. And while I was playing, I'm like, I was playing this legitimately. Like, that's just insane. But I did finally finish it. Illegitimately, I guess you'd say. But legitimate enough for me. So I finished that, and I've moved on to Final Fantasy III Pixel Remaster. I'm looking forward to just getting through. And I was about halfway through 4, I think. So I'm kind of digging just playing those, because they're, those Pixel Remasters are really relaxing. They have really nice graphics. They have amazing soundtracks. with all the and you can turn on the originals if you want, but they have all the orchestrated versions of the original tunes. Nobuo Uematsu, I think, did all of the music for all 6 of those games, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm just focusing on. And also they're great games to use the portal with. Because if lag is a thing that bothers you, you're not really going to care in those games. So and they look really good on that portal screen.
It's a good screen.
Yeah. So I usually go to bed and I'll play an hour before I go to sleep because that's good for your sleep patterns. Not really.
I see.
That's really it. I've been
did you see
the
news of Final Fantasy VI being 30 years old?
I did see that. Yeah.
Last week.
Yep. God damn.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VI was the game that I had a TV in my room at that point, but 6 was the game that made me decide I needed a stereo system that I could plug my Super Nintendo into. Nice. Because I just wanted to be able to really hear that music in all its stereo glory.
Yeah.
Through some decent, I'm not going to say good speakers because I was, 16, but they were speakers. They were better than the mono television speaker that I had in there. So
yeah.
The
Final Fantasy VI was the first game soundtrack that I bought. Square had a physical goods store in the US, mail order, and I ordered the 3 CD set.
They have a beige cover with a
purple cover.
Okay, the one I saw. I saw somebody post the beige cover, which is the one I had.
Oh,
and I don't know where or how I got it, but I know I have. I still have it. I think it's over on that shelf right next to me. But
possible.
Yeah, I saw somebody post that. And it's yep, this was one of the first video game soundtracks I remember getting too.
Yeah, and the first RPG that I ever finished was Final Fantasy VI.
Really?
Yeah, I can't say that, but
yeah, not the first that I played, but the first that I actually finished.
Just enough pirates in Final Fantasy VI for CJ.
Just enough. There's an airship. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's an airship in all of them, but yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
Well, I guess that means it's time for tweets.
Ooh. A tweet-a-liddy-liddy. A tweet-a-liddy-liddy. Tweet.
Let's do this one from Hacker Alias, Mr. Nelson, who says, are there spin-offs / adaptations that you enjoy more than the source material? Examples for me are my preference for Deep Space Nine over the Next Generation or the original series, the real Ghostbusters cartoon over the movies, and the TV version of MASH over the novel or movie.
I'll go with the TV version of MASH. Absolutely 100% agree. MASH was a good movie.
Yeah. I've never seen the movie.
The show was fantastic.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie.
You didn't miss much.
Seen the show in bits and pieces over the years.
Oh my God. We watched MASH was one of the shows that my father loved. So we watched MASH.
Yeah, I saw a fair amount of MASH too.
Yeah.
I see.
Deep Space Nine is the best Star Trek.
I've heard that.
It's true. I mean, I love Next Gen as much as the next person, but Deep Space Nine is better.
Yeah.
I'd
say the U.S. Office more than the British Office. And going back to watch the British Office, it's hard. It's more difficult to get
British
through it.
Office sucked. It wasn't.
I
funny.
thought it was good at the time.
Ugh.
I can't rewatch.
Yeah, I never got into the British Office either.
I can't rewatch it now.
What else? I mean, the live action Super Mario movie is better than any of the games. But that's kind of that's a common one, so it's almost, you feel silly even mentioning that.
Yeah.
Because it's so widely known.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the when you first started reading it, the thing that popped into my head was Deep Space Nine, but he also used that as an example, so but he's right. That's the thing.
Would we say that Curb Your Enthusiasm is a spinoff of Seinfeld? I enjoy Curb. It's very
never really
very similar
Curb.
to.
I would
to
not
Seinfeld.
say it's a spinoff of Seinfeld.
Okay, fine.
No.
Fine.
No.
It's a great show, though.
But I'm trying to think of other. Like, would you say like is Frasier better than Cheers?
I think Frasier is better than Cheers. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I know Family Matters is not better than Perfect Strangers. I know that for a fact.
I've watched more Frasier than Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing else. And games wise, I don't really know what else I would say either.
Yeah.
Can you call Sonic a spin-off of Flicky? Because if that's the case, then I would say Flicky.
No, it's the other way around.
Like, I've never read the Jaws book, because Jaws is based on a book.
It is Peter Benchley. Yeah.
I don't know.
I've read the book.
I don't know if I don't know
if the
the
NES
Jaws
game
movie
is the best. The NES game is the best.
Oh, that's the best version of Jaws?
Best version of it, yeah.
I understand. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Obviously.
So I've never read Stephen King's original Shining short story. I think it's like a short story, right? I don't think it's a full novel.
Yeah.
But I know he hated the movie because it was nothing like his short story. But I do like
I
the
think
Shining
he
movie.
pretty famously hates almost every movie that's based on his work.
What about Maximum Overdrive?
I think Stand By Me was like the only one he ever liked.
I mean, Maximum Overdrive, he wrote and directed that. So
I know.
And that was clearly I think he's gone on the record and said like he was totally like hopped up on cocaine at the time. To the point where he barely remembers even making the movie.
It's great though. I love it.
Oh, it's
I mean, it's terrible, but it's great.
So terrible. There you go.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think we did it.
Is that are we just doing the one tweet?
No.
Oh.
No. We're gonna do more than that.
Well,
but we answered the question.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's do this one from that one weirdo guy who says, would you agree that a game in which you have accumulated the most hours in is automatically qualified to be your favorite game of all time? Oh, in your favorite games of all time.
Wait, by that one, who are you talking? That one weirdo guy? Who's this? What weirdo guy?
Hacker Alias.
Oh, is Hacker Alias?
Yeah.
Is that one weirdo guy?
That's right.
You're not just like throwing random insults around.
No.
Okay, what's the question?
Well, if you were stopped doing a bit.
Well, I wasn't doing a bit. I was confused as to who you were referring.
Okay. I'll read it again.
Please.
Would you agree that a game in which you have accumulated the most hours in is automatically qualified to be in your favorite games of all time? What games have you piled up the most hours in?
Yeah, CJ, tell us.
I would disagree with that initial statement.
That you don't have to have accumulated the most hours for it to be.
No.
Or are you saying that a game you've accumulated the most hours in can be a game that's not in your favorite games of all time list?
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because some games are just naturally longer than others.
Yeah.
And some are shorter.
And some are shorter.
And that's okay.
And
that is true.
Yeah. Like if I play through, let's say Mario 3. And that, how long does that game take to beat?
But you've spent over 100 hours in Like a Dragon. Would you say that is all it has cemented it in your favorite games of all time?
No, it just means that it's a 100-hour game.
Right.
Now,
it's a good video game.
Now, of course, I really like Like a Dragon. But the fact that I have put 100+ hours into it does not instantly qualify it as one of my favorite games. It just instantly qualifies it as a game I'm playing that takes 100 hours to finish.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not make it better than a game that I have perhaps put in less time because you can finish it in a dozen hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I put a lot of hours into Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Right.
As we all did.
Right.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think that would make it in my top 10.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a really good game.
It is a really good game.
I do enjoy Animal Crossing, but I don't know. I can't imagine it being in my top 10 or even my top 20 games of all time. It
might not be in my top 20 either.
Yeah. It's just a game that is designed to be played a little bit every day for a year. Yeah. So you're going to rack up a lot of time.
That's true.
Just based on the nature of the game.
Yeah.
So no, I don't agree with the hypothesis statement.
I see.
Of this.
What game have you spent the most hours in, would you say?
Oh, golly. I don't know. I mean, talking about kind of shorter games that I've played and replayed a zillion times, you're looking at like Super Mario Brothers or Mario 2 or 3, Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time in Mega Man 2 because I played through that. I have no idea how many times.
Yeah.
Mega Man 2 is one of those ones where actually I was having a conversation with Scoop Joey this week where, because he has an analog pocket, and I had mentioned how, if you get the cores loaded up on the analog pocket, it's just the greatest little retro gaming machine you've ever seen. And he did so. And then he's like, I was just going to test out the NES core, and I turned on Mega Man 2, and now I'm playing through Mega Man 2 again.
Yeah. I mean, that's just it, right?
Super easy to pick that one up.
Right. Oh, I see Weirdo Guy is in our chat.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Thanks us for taking the question. You're welcome. Although why am I saying you're welcome? CJ's the one who read it.
True.
But counter argument here says, but you've arguably gotten more enjoyment from the high hour games, which is true on a straight number level. Like Animal Crossing. Yes, I have enjoyed all those hundreds of hours into it.
Yeah.
But if I've spent 12 hours playing some other game that I like more, it's going to be more fun,
True.
I mean, if you're just looking at like cumulative hours spent, sure, but that's not how I rank. That's not how I would rank the games, by just pure numbers. I
see. Yeah.
I don't either. I can watch a 3-hour movie that I really enjoy. And I did. I went and saw Dune 2 yesterday. It was really good. But I can watch a movie that is half that length that I enjoy more.
There you go.
If I watch a 90-minute movie that I would rate a 10 out of 10, in my mind, that is a better movie than a 3-hour movie that I would rate, say, an 8 out of 10. Which is not necessarily what I would rate Dune 2 for the record.
I see.
But yeah.
All right.
But
well, let's wrap it up with this one.
Okay.
From Hacker Alias Mudron.
Okay, I know him.
Asks, you guys watch much Twitch? Sometimes I'll throw on channels that show nothing but old episodes of The Simpsons, Game Center CX, or Iron Chef, and think about how weird that platform is.
I used to watch a channel that was running Game Center CX.
Yeah.
I think they would get shut down and open a new channel pretty consistently. But that's probably about it. I don't watch a ton of Twitch. There are a few channels that I support, like that I sub to, and I will show up and lurk. But but I don't watch a lot of it. I'm there to pump up their numbers, basically.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of Twitch myself, and by not a lot I mean I don't. And that's
0 is not a lot.
Yeah. It is a minimal amount.
Yes.
And maybe I should. It's just not a site or an app that I am just, have kind of in my regular routine. If I just want to watch random videos, I usually just end up going to YouTube.
Yeah.
And loading stuff up. But I mean, I know, Bill has mentioned before, there were like there was a Twitch stream that was running like the old Simpsons episodes with the commentary, which are always fun to watch, or like Game Center and stuff like that. Maybe I should start getting into that habit of loading that up and having that on in the background.
Or using Pluto TV for that, I think is better because, it's the same. It's largely the same content, but it's not on Twitch. I do watch a lot of Twitch. I watch gameplay on Twitch almost exclusively. I don't watch any old rerun shows on Twitch.
Right.
That's generally a Pluto TV thing for me. But yeah, if there's a game that just came out that I'm interested in watching, I'll, load up the category on Twitch and see who's playing it and hop around to different streamers playing that game. I do that a lot. I do have a Twitch Turbo subscription, which allows me to watch without ads, which is quite helpful on Twitch because, they love to pump ads in your face.
Oh, really?
A lot, especially if you're hopping around watching different streamers play different games. Yeah, you get a lot of ads on Twitch. So that's mainly why I pay for a Twitch Turbo, to stop that. And I can watch whatever game came out that week that I'm interested in watching. I've watched a bunch of Dragon's Dogma 2, even though I don't have any plans to purchase that game. I wanted to watch other people play it and talk about it. So yeah, did a lot of that. I like Twitch in general.
Good.
I've been on there.
It is a weird platform, though, especially when you start getting into the more esoteric.
Yeah, don't click on any of that stuff.
Yeah, don't. Just don't. Best not to. I think that's it. I think that's the show.
Okay. Bye.
Alrighty, and that is our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you have a question for us, would like to comment on something you heard, you can direct that to @P1 Podcast on various social media channels, but definitely X and Threads. Or there's an internet website, player1podcast.com, where you will find our contact information. You'll find blog entries about Sega CD stuff from Mr. Greg Seward. You'll find Generation 16 episodes there as they happen. And you'll find show notes and links to all the things that we talked about, alongside a link to our Discord server where you can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
If you would like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting player1podcast.com or by loading up your favorite podcast listening app. We're also on Spotify. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch video archives of our show on the youtubes.com/P1 Podcast, or you can watch us live most weeks on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the recently discussed Twitch.televisions. Just follow one of our many social media accounts to find out when we are doing our next live show. Typically, it is Sunday evenings at 5:30 specific time. So join us, won't you? And I'll tell you what, if you like what you've heard, and how could you, head over to patreon.com/P1 Podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. It does help keep our little show a streaming. And it helps pay for the stomach pumps after I have eaten too much International House of Pancakes. I need to get that little Amy skin on all available systems. I need to get my free Sonic games. And I have to eat so many pancakes and so many eggs Benedicts to get them. So we need your help. No, the money goes all to the podcast. It goes just to keeping us streaming and all that stuff. You know how it goes.
That's right.
But I'll tell you what, friendos, if you are indeed a Patreon supporter of the $5 tier,
cheap,
you gain access to a special weekly bonus episode. We record it right after this, where we play games, crack wise, having fun, doing all the stuff we can't do on the regular show. CJ.
Yeah.
I probably should have asked you this earlier, but I didn't think about it until now. Do you know if we have a game for this week?
I do. No, Phil.
Did you? I don't know if you want to tell me right now, or maybe you can just like send a Slack message or something.
I'll tell you right now.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
We have a game. GM review game, and it is based upon...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The April 1999 issue of EGM.
Looks like that's the Gamers' Choice Awards issue.
Also, the Gamers' Choice Awards issue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
what do the gamers say is the best game of the year?
What do you think the best game of the year would be?
In 1999?
1998.
Oh yeah, because this is
Solid.
Yeah.
That's probably right.
You think it was Metal Gear Solid?
That seems like a very good choice.
That's what it should be.
Because if that is what you think,
I'm not wearing a tie at all.
What I'm about to say may shock and discredit
GoldenEye 007.
It is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Oh, that's right.
Fair. That's
runner-up Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. Okay.
1998
was one of those years.
A really damn good year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot that was 98 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll let you have this one, gamers.
This one also has game shorts.
What? Was that the April Fool's joke?
April issue. The April Fool's joke was game shorts.
Which were shorts like pants.
Yeah.
That would vibrate?
That's correct.
Like you'd plug them in.
Yep.
It was like those. They had those vests you could wear that would had subwoofers built into them or something.
The Aura Interactor.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So this was like the Interactor, but for your pants.
Yep.
Okay.
Like my loafers, former gophers.
Was this?
It was that for skin my chauffeurs.
Was that before or after the Res Trance Vibrator?
Before.
Okay, so you're saying Sega stole the idea?
98, 99.
Yeah.
Sega stole the idea for the Trance Vibrator.
Yeah.
From EGM.
No. Because these are shorts.
Right, but they adapted. Because they realized they couldn't sell the shorts, so they put
of course not. Don't be silly.
Little add-on device,
different sizes
that you have to put into your own shorts.
I guess. Is that what you do with the?
That's not what you're supposed to do with the Trance Vibrator.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to do with that.
Disagree.
I'm not saying that people didn't do it. I'm saying that
they didn't ship.
That's not what you were supposed to do with it.
They didn't ship the Trance Vibrator with a washable pouch that you can store the thing in for no reason.
Well, I mean, isn't most pouches are washable, aren't they?
Yeah, but I mean, how many
pouches are washable?
How many video game accessories come with a separate cloth pouch for you to store them in?
I don't know. Maybe you should do some research and we can talk about that next week.
Yeah. Did the Sega Menacer come with a little? Well,
I bet you'd be surprised.
Sizable.
Well, it could be multiple smaller pouches. I mean, the Menacer really.
It was there are multiple components that attach together. CJ, you look confused about that though. Did you forget that the transvibrator came with a little pouch?
I did not recall that.
Yeah, it came with a little pouch that it just slid right into. You cinch it up and and then you put it where you need to put it.
I don't need to know.
And then you play res.
Yeah.
You feel those pounding beats. Thump, 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 thump.
Okay.
And then you just takes you to the next level, man.
Okay.
That's what Sega was known for.
Absolutely. Welco me tot. You know how it goes. Tell you what, if you have a couple bucks left over, head over to patreon.com/Greg Seward to help support Greg's outstanding, and it is outstanding, web series about North America's favorite runner-up and innovators behind vibrating accessories, Sega and their wonderful Sega Genesis.
Thank you, Phil. And if you're a Patreon subscriber of the $3 or more variety.
Wait, what?
I'm going somewhere with this.
Even cheaper?
I'm going somewhere with this.
Even cheaper.
Even cheaper. You could right now, as we speak, rather than wasting your time watching this crap, you could be watching the latest early access video over on patreon.com/Greg Seward. But hey, if you're a subscriber of the $5 tier,
that's still pretty cheap.
Thank you. You get access to the Weekly Commute, which is a weekly vlog series that I do talking about all the different projects I'm working on and anything else that comes to mind. It's usually about CJ or Phil. You're going to want to hear this stuff. I can't talk about it on a show like this. Not with them in the room.
Nah.
Please support the show.
Please. It's well worth your time and money.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah. I think that's it.
I say it.
Yep.
CJ.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much, Phil.
Oh, that's really good.
Yahoo.
All doing voices. Gregory.
Yo.
That's not a silly voice. Well, I mean, that's not a different silly voice. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Philip.
Absolutely. And of course, a big old thank you to you, our wonderful, wonderful listeners, every single darned one of you. As always, take care of yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends. Do what you got to do to be safe. Be kind to everyone. Be kind to yourself. And we hope to see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.